Top of the morning to you, laddies. It's me, Waddle, and welcome back to a Minecraft snapshot. Would you take a look at how different the skeletons look now? And oh my god, that peaceful ambiance, this beautiful first build. What the heck has happened? Oh wait a second. This isn't Minecraft. This is actually Hytale. No, this is Minecraft right here. Welcome to 26.1, laddies. In today's Land of Snapshot world, we've got a slightly more technical snapshot, but it's still juicy. Smack that like button harder than the hardest smack in the world, and for a little bit of Hytale, stay tuned. I'm gonna stream it soon, and I'm gonna have a video coming out soon too. Copper chest. You can see this thing and tell that it's clearly just plain old copper. Now, the real significant thing about that part right here is because this clip, I actually recorded it on Christmas Day. I could see the future. You can tell that it's Christmas because of all the snow over here, and would you take a look at this? The copper chest is copper again. You see, the fun police went ahead and logged this one, that the copper chest was turning into a Christmas chest, and what the heck? That's no fun. That's not right at all. Mojang went ahead and changed it. Now, copper chest will not turn to Christmas chest when it is Christmas, like it is in this clip right here, definitely. Alrighty, so for this one right here, we're gonna go ahead and hop over into my live survival world. This is the world that I have existed in for like 700 and something days. Brand new to this snapshot right here. Hit F3 and F6, you get this whole menu right here. A new one is day count. You could go ahead and flip on always and forever. You will always have a day count in the top corner of your screen. Day number 680. Mojang, you're beautiful for this. So previously, the day count was found inside of local difficulty, and no longer will that be the case. With local difficulty, you'll only have the local difficulty. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Mojang heard us that we wanted a day counter right there. You can put it in the F3 screen, have it always on. Dude, this is so good. Now, last week's snapshot, you remember it. I'm still riding on the high from it. The adorable chicken nugget, oh, is perfect. This week's snapshot, though intriguing, isn't quite as spicy as the last week's snapshot. There's no brand new baby mob or anything like that. Instead, we flipped over to technical setup. Brand new inside of this snapshot, one of the largest focuses, intriguingly, is the time command. If I go ahead and run /time of, well, now I could go ahead and add time to specific clocks that are running specifically in specific spots of the world. Now, our time command, if you were something of a commander yourself, then you would know that the time was basically time set, time add, whatever. We have all of these brand new things going on. We could go ahead and say time pause, and the time will pause in the overworld, except the game will not pause. So basically what this is doing is freezing the sun day-night cycle from going, but it is allowing all of our mobs and entities that are free-moving ones to still free move around. By running time resume, we can go ahead and unpause the clock, letting the cycle start again. This will allow the cycle to start again as long as you don't have game rule advanced time set to false. This snapshot has so much going on with times, timelines, and time markers. It's gotten me seriously wondering what Mojang is cooking. Possibly perhaps bigger time events in a world like seasons, or perhaps maybe more in line with what we have directly going on right now. Maybe mobs getting more advanced day cycles, sort of like the villagers. Another interesting one that we've got popping up inside of the snapshot is something called time markers. So right here we can see time set, day, midnight, noon, whatever. If I go ahead and say, maybe, I don't know, just set it to something different. Let's say day. Now in the chat, we will have set Minecraft Overworld to time marker daytime. For example, inside of the game here, we actually have two secret time markers that we cannot see in the command. We have wake up from sleep and roll a village siege. Wake up from sleep has to do with the villagers waking up from sleep, and village siege has to do with the zombies attacking the village. Now, these commands, they don't show up in the game, so if I go ahead and say time set and then that exact one, well, it will actually work. It just doesn't show up in a menu. So that will mean, and I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, but if we go ahead and say roll village siege, that happens at nighttime. Now we're just like in the middle of night. Go ahead and roll it one more time. I was on peaceful difficulty, and oh my gosh, I think maybe, oh, it's doing it. I triggered a village siege right here, and you can see the game spawning all of these zombies right here, just attacking the village. Oh, it's evil. No, look at them. They're all going crazy. Oh man, that's so cool. Wait a second. They just continuously keep spawning too. That must be because my advanced time game rule is set to false, so we're forever stuck on the village siege time right here. And that means endless zombies spawning inside of my world. No! Let them free! Okay, so that's really cool. Go ahead and flip things back over to noontime. Hopefully some of the villagers survived that. I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, right here inside of the game, we have 2 built-in uses. You can, with the help of commands, data packs, all that jazz, add even more time markers as well. Now, all of this stuff ties into the timeline jazz that you might remember us talking about last year in the Snapshot season. What this all amounts to is set up for something big. I don't know what that thing could be, but it's something certainly with more advanced cycles. Whether that be something like seasons or mobs getting a little bit more advanced, I'm not too sure. But they're putting a lot of work and hard development time into this stuff, so it surely has to amount to something eventually. Also, one final thing that I've noticed here, when I change the time of, like, the day, the sun moves, like, a little bit different compared to how it did before. You can see it, like, zooming around from one position to the next position. It's kind of cool. Over inside of the dimension that Jack Black suggests to be added, in this week's Snapshot, we have a brand new, smarter behavior of the piglin. If the piglin is outnumbered, and there are, like, many hoglins, the piglin is meant to run away from it. I guess you will stand and fight instead, but, you know, in theory, the piglin would be smarter and run away. Wait a second, wait, they can't even hit the guy. What? Over inside of the overworld, in the previous snapshot, suspiciously, the breeze here, it was randomly bugged and was hostile towards everything in the game, kind of like a zoglin. In this snapshot, it's back to being normal and only hating the player. At least, like, instinctively, you know? Not only with a built-in day counter, not only with timelines and baby mobs, but 26.1 is changing your world big time. Let's say you were playing Minecraft and then you wanted to pause the game really quick and change your difficulty. Wait a second. This used to be the difficulty button right here, but no longer is it that. If I tap on this thing, I have a new menu that pops up called the difficulty normal, edit game rules, world options. So what I want to do for this part, we're going to go ahead and make a brand new world. The seed will be remember to smash the like button. We're not going to turn on cheats or anything like that. I want to see what happens when I make a world. Oh, that beautiful feeling. I'm brand new inside of a world. This is a nice spawn. Inside of my world here, let's say I went ahead and made it, and then I realized, whoa, a village has spawned, dude. This is a good seed. I had a ruin portal too, but anyway, let's say I maybe forgot to do something here. Inside of, oh, updating game rules requires operator permissions. I was wondering if I would be able to modify some of this stuff in-game, in survival. Looks like I can. One village, one ruin portal, another village right at world spawn. Wow, definitely remember to smash the like button. Alright, so that's got me wondering, what about a world that is a little bit more established? Yes, the same thing, where I have locked my difficulty and locked the game rules, so I can't do anything in this screen. Interesting. Now let's say I had a world here that I actually had access to cheats and things like that. If I had that, I can change my difficulty right here, or I can edit the game rules. And this is going to pop up the same menu that you will see on the main menu when you are customizing and making your world. So into this thing, and I think it's literally exactly the same as it would be on the main menu. You can see every single game rule, so you could easily turn them on and off from a menu if you maybe like can't remember all of the commands or something like that. I do like here too how this thing, I don't know if it's always been like this or if this is new or what, but if I hover my mouse over these buttons, it's telling me what the command would be. It's a nice change, but it's definitely a change that has me wondering, why the heck would they add this to the game right now? Like, just for funsies, just for quality of life, or what? Next up here, villagers, because actually, I completely missed it until a couple of you made me aware of it, but in the last week's snapshot, we have quite a few villager changes, and even more in this one. So first up here, I want to take a look at baby villagers. The baby villager spawning was bugged in the last snapshot, fixed in this one. Essentially, the villager spawn egg was bugged, and I could spawn an adult villager, that would be normal, match the biome, but when I spawned a baby, for whatever reason, it would always be the plains baby villager. Not any longer. And then we had a lot of strange trade mix-ups going on inside of the snapshot as well. Some of them involving the armorer villager. So anyone? Anybody? Armorer villagers, farmer villagers, cleric villagers, and a handful of other villager professions randomly had their trade swapped around. For example, the armorer villager. If I were to level my friend all the way up, well, eventually, as this guy progresses through all of his trades and gets to that maximum tier villager, we'll have these diamond trades. Essentially, trades that were meant to pop up at the expert level were popping up at journeyman level. A very similar thing was happening with the cleric, where at the expert level, it's meant to buy like Eye of Ender or sell you Eye of Ender or whatever, and it was giving you glowstone instead. Farmers, on the other hand, they were actually able to make super long durations of suspicious stew, like illegally long. The Fletcher villager, for whatever reason in the last snapshot, was able to sell tipped arrows tipped with an awkward potion. Also, mundane potions as well, so aka potions that literally don't do anything at all. And then as you can see here from the list of bugs inside of the last snapshot, well, other villager professions were glitched as well, including the shepherd. A lot of this villager madness has been patched and smoothed over. But if you haven't updated your game quite yet, you're still in 26.1 snapshot 1, get yourself some super rare villagers. Alright, and before we bid adieu today, so I can go back to Hytale, the very final thing I'd like to take a look at here is a whole lot of weird new block tags added to the game as well. Now, these block tags are going to make blocks smarter and stronger than ever before, also easier to customize as well. We'll start down here with some fluid tags that we have, which is supports lily pad, supports frog spawn, supports sugarcane adjacently, and then bubble columns. These are all brand new block tags for whenever Mojang decides to add more blocks to the game that want to do any of these things right here. Now, those aren't the only block tags. We have so many new block tags and actually renaming of block tags as well inside of the game to hopefully make everything feel a little bit more uniform. These block tags right here are insane. There are so many. Now, thankfully, for the most part here, these tags are pretty straightforward. For example, supports chorus flower means a chorus flower can go on it. The ones that have a little bit more depth to it have additional documentation on the changelog, like supports crops and supports vegetation. I believe this is all a step in further data driving and customization of blocks and making them easier to add more and such, but it just leaves me wondering, when the heck are we going to get new blocks actually added to our favorite little block game here? It's been over a year now, Mojang. Come on. Anyway, Hytale snapshot number 3 for the update. That's just about all that I have to talk about here today. Thank you all so much for watching. That is the world's biggest flipping turkey. It's taller than me. What the heck? Dude, stop it. Leave me alone. Smash like, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Adios, my friends.